Hi everyone. Sometimes videos are just a little bit easier than than typing a book. So I am going to talk to you for just a second about recharging. I posted about it earlier. I've talked about it a couple times. My personal need to recharge and that sort of thing. Excuse me. But there's a reason why I'm kind of harping on it and why it's really, really important. As an introvert, I don't know how much many of you know about being an introvert, but as an introvert, we process our world internally rather than externally. An extrovert, that's why they're so social, that's why they love to be around people, that's why they talk a lot, that's why they do those things, because they're processing their world. We just have a tendency, maybe as a child you noticed that you like to be in a quiet room, you didn't like a lot of noise around you, those sort of things, and you realized that, well, maybe as a child you weren't allowed to indulge yourself that way, or you were always told that you needed to be more social or interact with people better, or whatever. And so you weren't allowed, you didn't develop these habits. So as an adult, you're more in control of your life. Even if you have children, you know, nobody's sitting there telling you that you have to be more social. They may be encouraging you to, but you're an adult. You get to make your own decisions. And what better time to decide to honor your true self and honor your introverted self than to start developing a habit of recharging every day. I think every day is important for us as introverts because we carry so many hats. I don't know that there's a person in this group that doesn't have at least 4 hats that I know of that they wear at any given point during the day. You have kids, you have a husband, you have a dog, you have a cat, you have a farm, you have a job outside the home, you know, you have a boss to report to. You have all these different hats, plus you're building your own business. So in order for us to be good business owners, for us to be the best that we can be, we need to recognize our personal physical need for recharging time. What happens when an introvert doesn't take this recharging time? They begin to feel very overwhelmed. It can lead to depression, anxiety. It can lead to such negative issues also as hatred, bitterness, anger. These things are also internalized, and they can make us very sick physically as well as mentally. So we do not want to go there. If all it takes is a little bit of recharge every day, you can avoid so much pain and heartache, okay? Right? Okay. So now that I've made a case for recharging, I am going to challenge you. This group, we're going to start something new. Starting today for 5 days, just asking you through Sunday, we're going to take a minimum of 15 minutes a day to recharge. Okay? You can take more, but you can't take less. It has to be at least 15 minutes. One more rule. No screens. Okay? 15 minutes a day to recharge. No screens for 5 days. Okay? We are going to report every day. I'm going to have a daily thread, and we're going to talk about, I want to hear how you recharged, how you spent your 15 minutes, and how you feel about spending those 15 minutes. After you took those 15 minutes, how did you feel? Okay? I think that after 5 days, you're going to want to continue the habit of finding 15 minutes a day to recharge. Some great oils to use during recharge time: grounding, believe, abundance, sacred mountain, white angelica, any of the citrus oils, especially bergamot. Ylang ylang is not a bad one. Those all make great oils to kind of help your body recharge. Frankincense is another one. So, for 5 days, take 15 minutes per day. Answer in the thread how you spent your day, okay? How you spent your time that day. I want to hear how you're doing it, and I want you to make that time. It can be something as simple as asking Daddy to take the kids outside in the yard to play or for a short walk so that you can have 15 minutes. Because you know what? When I have my recharge time, I'm a better wife when he comes back. My husband is an extrovert, so he thinks that having me recharge is great to send me out shopping or something. Well, that's not really recharge time. So I've actually started training him to, hey, let me go in my bedroom, shut my door for a little while, keep the kids away. It's a learning process, and you may even have to explain some of this to them. My husband doesn't understand the word overwhelmed when I say I feel overwhelmed. But he is acknowledging that it is not a positive thing to be around when I am in that state, and he allows me to go off and take some time. So, you know, if it's walking around outside, if you need to walk outside in your yard for a few minutes, that's great. Figure out what works for you. I want to hear about it, and I want us to do this, and I really think that great things are going to happen, okay? So 5 minutes, 15 minutes for 5 days, and tell me all about it. Y'all be blessed.